There's got to be a morning after if we can hold on through the night. Blah, blah, blah. I don't remember the rest of the song. But if you remember the movie Gen X, like and subscribe and tell me what song, what movie that song is from. I'll give you a hint. It has something to do with water. Okay. Where should I begin today? You know what I realize now? I think after the past 5 years, I think we're actually in the apocalypse. I think we're actually living through it and don't realize it. I mean, it's just every day it's just something crazy. Every day. And now this thing with I guess they're going to arrest Obama. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens tomorrow. But I don't think I was, what I was going to talk about today before all these shenanigans? I find out stuff in the morning because I scan what's going on. I'm just going to hold off on all that. I'm going to hold off on Obama. There's so many scandals I can't even keep up with. Why can't I have some scandal about me? Bear Queen. Yes, I'm shooting this video right outside the library. Usually there's a drug addict here with, some rancid milk, nearby. But not today. I'm going to smoke a cigarette. Oh, it went out. That's a sign. That's a sign I should stop smoking cigarettes. I should stop. I would save so much money. I would save probably about, I'm guessing, $200 a month. So if you think a carton a week, there it goes. Girl, I just don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. But, what was I going to talk about? Oh, my fantasy RV. Because I've been watching all these shows about, courtside and living in your van and minivan Lee and got out and all this stuff. And I'm thinking, this is just my personal preference. I want what my sister had. I want a huge RV that has a master bedroom suite, a dedicated bathroom with a large shower, and I think I need a makeup table, a makeup area. Let's see what else. I want the washer and dryer to be in a closet. It can be a stacked. Well, of course it's going to be stacked. I want I forgot about the fold-out outdoor room. I want that too. On the back, a private, it folds down, and then I have a private outdoor room, with a cover. But it gets better. So I want a full kitchen. I don't want one of these RV, refrigerators. I want a large side-by-side, refrigerator. Actually, I don't want a side-by-side. I want the freezer drawer. I like that. What else do I want? I want a half bath for guests in the RV because I don't want people going into my bathroom. I've always been like that. Tell me in the comments, have you always been like that? Have you always wanted, like a half bath? Because you don't want them to use your bathroom? I'm very territorial when it comes to my potty. I'm sorry. You know how I feel about the brown word. I don't like the brown word. I don't want to talk about it. I know it happens, and we all do it, but I don't want. There's some things you just shouldn't discuss. So that's what I want: a huge RV I want to be able to pull a small SUV, a small one, just to get around in. So we got the big RV, like what my sister had. We can do solar on top. We can pull the little car behind. And, that's all I need for Quartzsite. I could suffer for a few months in, the desert. I don't know. So that's what I want to do. I'll have to work on that. The first step is to make money through my nonprofit. It's supposed to be a nonprofit. I just said, well, let's make some money. It's not that I'm trying to pull a shenanigan. Well, a legal shenanigan. There's a difference. Oh my God, what's this? I hope some drug addict doesn't, like a zombie, start moving towards me out here. I'll have to, cut the video short. Oh God, the suffering I must endure. I don't know. So that's the plan. Probably doing that, getting an RV. I just had an idea. Okay, buy the land for Rainbow Bright Farm. Get the RV. Park the RV, just kind of what Lori did. Park the RV on the land and then slowly construct, through grants, free money from the government, Rainbow Bright Farm. That's the plan, Stan. I got to think of a way back. I got to think of a way to survive. I just said, what did I say? That, we're inside the apocalypse. This is the apocalypse. Where have you all been the past 5 years? This is the apocalypse. But it's a different kind of apocalypse. It's an apocalypse of the mind. Maybe my stroke shielded me from the effects of the apocalypse. I don't know. Something did. So anyway, I guess I should get off here and let you get back to your, let me do this the right way, lives. So let me think for a moment. Keep your wigs on straight and don't throw anyone under the bus unless they're a drug addict with a spoiled jug of milk sitting in front of the Muskogee Public Library. Bye-bye.